sure, we want to, we're in business to make profit, but for us, we're in business to get a client and keep a client for a long time. Regardless if they do the job with me or not, it's all about, safety and trust, and build relationship with the clients, right? So a lot of the companies, my company, Hometech Construction and Design, what we do, we what we call a design and build company, right? Now, when I started doing those videos and clips, I had a lot of salespeople in the industry. They just went to clients and they say, "Hey, we do design and build," right? Why? Because they may be using designers or architects and so forth, but they're not really doing design and build. So I want to make sure that I teach the viewers or the homeowners that are interested of doing construction and remodeling, so they understand what is the difference. What is the difference between Hometech, right? Hometech Construction, to any other company that seemingly are a design and build company. So let's talk about the design and build for a second. Design and build, it's mean that you do the design, right? You have somebody who's doing the design for you, and that can be anybody, let's say a designer or an architect even, that can do the floor plan, right? And basically give you suggestions and ideas on the floor plans and the design and so forth, right? That's basically the design aspect. Now, some projects require engineering. That's where the structural engineer comes into the point of view, and we're adding those as well, right? So design can be architecture, can be engineering, can be floor plan, can be pretty much anything relevant to the design, the structure. So after we get the design done, then we basically go into the second stage, which is the build, right? Checked it out. Basically the street over here, for me it's kind of like a B to C, which means it's not the best street to be at in this deal. You can see the quality of the cars, you can see the quality of even the trees, and you can even look at the roads, basically the quality of the street. Sure, maybe in a few years, but we're looking for something we can buy and remodel and sell. It's just, for me, I'm looking for primarily the best locations and not necessarily the nicest houses. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one, and hopefully we'll get lucky. Come by. So let's check the other one, and an important fact for clients to be aware of: the design services. So when you start developing the design, you want to make sure that you're not paying for the initial designer visit, and that's how you're going to know if you're working with a real design company. If you get the design, the starting relationship with the designer included, which means with Hometech you don't have to pay for the architect visit, you don't have to pay for the designer. We actually give a complimentary visit for the clients, so they can kind of see if they're comfortable with the designer and with the entire team. I care about people's lives, right? When we work with somebody, with a client, I care about those clients. I care about their homes. I treat their homes like it's on my own house, my own home. I do it for a living. I do it for many years. I'm very passionate about what I do. And for me, I want to make sure the client is comfortable with everything, understand everything. Most of the feedback that I get from the clients when I go to a meeting, it's like, wow, nobody told me what you told me before. And it's mind-blowing, because I'm basically teach them what we do when we getting into the job. you have to submit, the
To the
purpose.
counties.
You have to submit development purpose and all that stuff. It's not remodeling anymore.
No.
It's different, right?
Yeah, it's building.
So it's building, right?
Perfect, Moses.
See you, man, for sure, man.
Have a great day.
Bless,
Have a good day, guys.
We created a solution and service that nobody provide. So when somebody is like working with Hometech, it's different than working with the average, let's say, design and build company, or the average contractor out there, or the average sales company. It's just a different service, right? When you go buy an iPhone, it's not like buying an Android. Yes, it's a cell phone, but it's a different cell phone, right? So you buying that specific product, you're working with Hometech because Hometech provides specific services, right? Did the 3D design before, so we pretty much like see the layout before we even start the project. So LED lights, light fixture over here, a nice island. It's gonna be a nice large island all the way, pretty much to here. Right? Kind of a nice with waterfall. The countertops goes down like a waterfall. It's pretty cool. When you have the different design aspects, you can basically tweak the floor plan and the layout of the locations, and like the right designer can give the clients a lot of good ideas, So it's very important to make sure that they get the right suggestion also, so we can come up with stuff like that, pocket doors and light features and things that you don't see, because you don't want to do pretty much like every kitchen like another cookie cutter, right? Our work, we creating something that you can't really see somewhere else, and you don't see a lot of. So that's actually like bring even more value to the property when you have a unique style of construction type and design. And that's something we're trying to look for in every project, to do something unique that's going to be a little bit different from the other project we do.